And we're back. Alright guys, ATrain here, casting Game 3 in this matchup. Between IBM and Twitch TV, we are going to have VDeezNuts versus nowSimon. And as you can see, the score is currently tied up at 1-1.
No thanks to Osiris.
VDeezNuts will be the Terran player, and nowSimon will be the Protoss player. So actually the same matchup as before, just flipped for the teams. Now the Terran player will be on the IBM side, and the Protoss player will now be on the Twitch side. Spawning in the bottom of the map is going to be nowSimon, the purple Protoss player from Twitch TV. And his opponent is going to be VDeezNuts, the Terran blue player from Team IBM. You're probably familiar with VDeezNuts by now, but he is formerly Master, currently in Diamond, one of IBM's top players. And nowSimon is currently ranked in Platinum League and as high as Plat. So I'm not sure where he ranks on the Twitch team, but we'll see how he does against VDeezNuts. The map is going to be Catallena, which has 3 spawn locations, and nowSimon unluckily going to check the wrong location first, sending the probe on after pylon. A little bit unorthodox. Usually you can wait to scout after gateway, but he guess he wants to know where his opponent is immediately.
I feel like it really depends sometimes who your player is and what league you're in, because scouting early is going to stop some of that cheese early on, one base all-ins.
It is a good point. On a 2-player map, I think a scout after pylon might be a little bit better. It's a little bit harder to cheese on a 3-player map. But fortunately for nowSimon, he will finally get to scout VDeezNuts' location, who is doing the standard opener gas with a barracks. Probably going to get the early Reaper as well.
Looks like he's doing a similar build to what I did here. We got the gas at 15, that gateway at 13.
Both players pretty standard. There'll be the timing of the second gas if nowSimon decides to get it, which will really be the variation. Right now, just 1-to-1 gas. Do have that Reaper on the way for VDeezNuts.
Wow, he puts his core right out in front there. I would have maybe put that back. Maybe he's using it to wall or something.
One Reaper about to finish for VDeezNuts, and he's going to try and focus down this one probe that is scouting his base. Not sure if it will finish in time, or the probe might be able to get away cleanly, and it looks like he will. VDeezNuts scouting with his SEV, and is not going to find the Protoss base here, so he knows exactly where his opponent is. And he will. We do have double gas from nowSimon, so this could be a proxy Stargate, as we see the forward probe. VDeezNuts going up with the Reaper. What is he going to see?
Looks like he can be able to...
Go ahead.
He could probably get at least one probe here. Nope, too late now, I guess. Looks like he got what he came for, though.
Yep, he's gained the scattering information, knows that there's double gas, which are not fully saturated. If he's going for that proxy Stargate, he probably wants to fully saturate these gases, but only 2 and 2 right now. So might be throwing him a little bit off. And VDeezNuts searching for the proxy Stargate right now as we speak, and he probably will run into it. And is nowSimon going to go for the Nexus? So I like this play by nowSimon, throwing his opponent a little bit off guard.
He's going to find the
dropping down the Nexus, playing some mind games here. As you can see, VDeezNuts is responding to a proxy Stargate and to the double gas opener, but really in all, it's just going to be a normal fast expand.
And I think this is a good call by our opponent here, Simon here, going for the expansion, just because VDeezNuts went for his expansion too. He's not going to be seeing a lot of pressure right off the bat.
Yep. VDeezNuts does scout the Nexus at the bottom, and he's looking for any kind of tech. He sees the Robo, so now he's starting to think, okay, this might be just standard play. And that Reaper has served its purpose. R.I.P. Reaper. Kind of ironic when a Reaper dies, you know, like who's going to reap the Reaper?
I think he just
Dies.
He just goes to purgatory. He can't really do anything.
VDeezNuts getting his expansion down, and it looks like these players are going to get their natural secured about the same exact time.
I really like that Widow Mine placement right there for VDeezNuts. He tries to go up that
We
ramp.
do have the robotics facility producing a observer. We have no tech follow-up, just gateway units for now. And the worker count is actually pretty even, so... oh, looks like he's loading up the Widow Mine, so we might be seeing a Widow Mine drop here. If that observer is out of position, you might be able to get a few kills over here with this Widow Mine.
And he's not going to see it, too. This is... oh, he is going to see this.
Well, yep, the observer right in the path. Hopefully he was paying attention to the mini-map. One stalker is at the main, and we have another observer being chrono boosted out.
He did not see this coming. Alright, his observer's all the way on the other side of the map. Oh, this is going to be a big hit right here.
A few probes going down. We have another observer being produced. It's going to the natural. Did not go back home. And the next Widow Mine is going to be dropped at the natural for VDeezNuts, as well as all the Marines. So he is unloading there. So you got two things going on here. One Widow Mine will go down, and this Widow Mine able to get a couple kills as well.
Now, as a Protoss player, this is really annoying. If you don't have the right observation, this is why usually getting a forge a little bit early and putting at least one cannon in the back of your base can just stop this type of push early on.
And as you can see, there's so much open space back here. I mean, you could fly to Antarctica, but it's just so strong for Terran players to be able to fly out that dropship so far away. Yeah, the supply count 76 to 51, so the army is growing as well as the worker count for VDeezNuts. When you look at the workers killed, he was able to pick up 11 so far. He's doing a pretty good job.
43 to 36 on the worker count here.
It's really those kills from those Widow Mines doing some damage.
So it looks like Simon is learning. He does have the photon cannon up in the back of his base now. It's going to stop that Widow Mine drop.
We have the robotics bay complete, but no Colossus yet. He wants to get the thermal lance going as well. Mighty Colossus will definitely help deal with the Terran army. And VDeezNuts not going for a third yet. Kind of just playing it safe off 2 base for a little bit. And he did drop down another Widow Mine. It looks like it's going to get a couple more kills.
7 kills. Or was that the same Widow Mine as before?
Looking at the workers lost, now down up to 15 total. So VDeezNuts has picked up a lot there, and he's driving home.
We got the third CC coming up here.
The Mighty Colossus is now finished. And now Simon will have to decide, does he want to try and get into a macro game with VDeezNuts, or if he's going to want to go for the push. Right now, only 3 gateways. So won't be able to do too much aggression with 3 gateways.
Oh, this is going to be really hard to defend with only 3 gates. He's going to start making units now.
I think he might have seen this with this pylon. There's only a couple sentries, which will buy him some time, but the drops will be really effective. We might see a drop in the main base while pushing the front as well. And the forward pylon going to get shot down immediately. Does not get the cancel either. So VDeezNuts kind of all over the place right now, taking out another pylon with 2 Marines. The thermal lance is just now completed, so I apologize for not picking the game hard version, so we can see that pop up for us.
And the Zealot just kind of hitting every probe that goes by, not really doing anything here. He's just having a fun time. Oh, you got one.
It's like whack-a-mole. How did the Zealot get over here? There's another Zealot here at the third. I think these must have been just Zealot scouts.
Only got 2 kills. I think that paid for himself.
Yeah. Worker-wise, we're actually pretty even. It's just the army now. But Protoss has the tech that can change that pretty quickly. If you can get both High Templars and Colossus going, now Simon will be in a little bit better shape as he tries to secure his third.
Simon's base right here is just kind of wide open in the top right-hand corner. If VDeezNuts could pull something off, maybe a drop right here, that could be huge for him. Take out that pylon in the Robo Bay. No more Colossus.
And here comes the drop on the main base.
Looks like I called that one.
His units are out of position. Where's the mothership core to try and photon overcharge its nexus? And it's late to the party. So VDeezNuts is picking up a lot of building skills. Oh, there are a lot of Colossus here. He can't over-engage. And it looks like he's going to pack up the bags and go home. It's not an overly effective drop in terms of economy, but was able to snipe some buildings, got the forge, got the robotics bay. So definitely slowing down the tech of nowSimon.
Stopping those upgrades are definitely going to keep the Protoss units a little bit weak here.
And as we can see, 1-0 for the Terran player. Right now, only 1-0 for the Protoss player, but we should have double upgrades coming for VDeezNuts real quickly. He also has the ship plane or ship weapons, so for those Vikings to do more damage against Colossus. So really, VDeezNuts has been the aggressor this whole game. And
now 2 people. Oh. Oh God.
Well, I think they said they were playing at the same place, so it looks like we might have an intermission coming. And fortunately, we are able to load from replays, so stay on the line, guys, if they do end up dropping. Oh, fortunately, they are both still in it. And as we say that, we have the engagement on the third base. Lots of force fields going on. Just the 3 Colossus here.
That one Colossus with 7 health. Oh my God, he is just barely holding on here.
The Viking count is getting stronger right now. So 11 Vikings will be a lot to deal with. 1 Colossus going down. That's a second falls. And if you can just pick up the last one, nope, there is going to be 1 Colossus left. So looks like Simon's going to hold his own here. And I spoke too soon. Colossus a little bit out of position there.
Great force field here by Simon. Actually, it looks like he's going to be able to hold this off. That killing that forge may have just won him this engagement, because his stalkers are still sitting at no shields, which is a surprising upgrade. Usually you'd go the shield first against a Terran matchup.
I think usually you mean armor.
Armor, sorry.
Shields are very...
Protoss actually have shields.
And the reinforcing army from VDeezNuts, I think this might be the final blow. The Templars do not have some storms just yet. How close was it to being finished? And unfortunately losing his mothership core as well. Third being dropped.
This puts Simon in a really bad spot now. He's not going to have the economy to take on VDeezNuts here. But we do see a drop.
Well, VDeezNuts a little bit opposition. He's got forces at home while he maintains the aggression at the front. Nice force fields here from nowSimon. Catching some units off guard. The drop is going to get deflected. There's still too much economy here for VDeezNuts though. And that Warp Prism does unfortunately die.
Just snipes down those High Templar before they can get off their storm.
Yeah. 2 High Templars sitting on the high ground, but unfortunately don't have enough energy. And there is the good game. So VDeezNuts will take the game, give IBM a 2-1 lead going into Game 4.